a lot of people have anxious feelings, depression, things that they can't necessarily describe.
Yeah, that's actually very normal because in many cases, like we're experiencing a number of things and we just don't have the knowledge to label it or even the vocabulary, which is why going to therapy helps with that because we will run you through the necessary assessments needed so we can pinpoint exactly what is the issue, what is the presenting concern that you're experiencing. And this way we can then start to be more mindful on how to move forward.
How do we find the best person or therapist for us?
Finding the right therapist is like going on a date. It's recommended that you meet with as many therapists as possible in your search so you can find someone that do meet your requirements, that understands you, that seems as if they kind of grab the concept of what you're trying to work through and have a great understanding of your culture. On average, there's only 4% of therapists are African American, and only 1% of us are actually Black men, right? So therefore, it might be a challenge to find someone that look like you, that talks like you, that understands you to a high degree. But it's worth going on therapeutic dates until you find your perfect match.
Here in Mississippi, especially, we're hearing that lots of different places are like changing the way that behavioral health is, or the programs just completely. So I would say you might not have as many beds, or they're not doing this program here at this hospital anymore. So as the options seem to keep running out, where do you go next?
That is a great question, right? And honestly speaking, I do think that our cities and our government definitely needs to do a better job and more funding into the concept of mental health, so it's readily available, especially to communities of color. Right, there is a lack of access and a lack of resources and a lack of education that needs to be eradicated in communities of color. The beauty of the pandemic is it has allowed virtual therapy to become more popular. So in many occasions, even though you may not be able to find an establishment where you could walk in and receive the necessary services, but there are a number of therapists online that hopefully can meet your needs.